Paul Eneche.
You said what?
Why do you always bring my father's chapter to your Facebook in order to make money at all the time, Pastor Paul Eneche and Oyedebo?
What did I bring this time?
Eh?
What did I bring this time about your fathers?
You were talking about them that they are fake, that they are this. Are you the right person?
Is that a question I should answer or is it a rhetoric question?
Yes, I need to tell you, you need to be careful, young man. You need to be very, very careful. Your days are numbers already. Your days, your life are not. Your life is very, very short now.
Is that a threat?
I curse you, agent from the pit of hell. Your life is very, very short. Do you know who is Paul Eneche?
Yes, I do.
Do you know who is Paul Eneche? How do you know him?
I know that he is the husband to Becky Eneche, who tried to set up Ida for rape.
To set up what?
Ida for rape.
To set up Ido.
Yeah, for rape. And we're negotiating a soft landing deal with him so that he can admit to a rape charges which he's innocent of. That's how I know them. And the fake miracles that he performs as well.
And you are very stupid of that. What fake miracle? You are very stupid by that. Saying that. Are you not in South Africa? Just watch and see. I will deal with you. I'm telling you the truth. I will deal with you, Mr. Paul. I will deal with you personally.
How? How will you deal with me? And I'm not Mr. Paul, by the way. I'm Mr. Pull the trigger, not Paul. How will you deal with me?
Either Pull, I don't care to know, but I'm going to deal with you personally.
How?
I stand again as Bernard. I'm Bernard. Emmanuel, I will deal with you.
How? How will you deal with me?
I've told you, you are just there in South Africa. If you are finding something to eat and a food to eat, you need to go and find what to eat. Not to blackmail a servant of God. That your father is not even up to him.
But they are
that your generation is not even up to their food.
Yeah, these men have accumulated wealth by lying to people and tricking people and manipulating people. I'm so proud of my father because every penny my father has, he worked for it. These people, they do not work for the money they have. They are just stealing it from people.
Typical. Do you know who is Eneche? Do you know who is Eneche?
Yeah, I know. I know more about Eneche more than you do.
Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. So these are fresh new threats from the gullibles, from the followers of Dr. Paul Eneche and Adeboye. Why are you talking about our fathers? Why are you talking about Paul Eneche? Why are you talking about Adeboye? Who is your father compared to these generals of God, these fathers of faith? Your own biological father has not reached the level that Paul Eneche and Adeboye has reached. You know what? I'm so much proud of my own father, more than these religious criminals. Every penny that my father has, he worked for it. He has never manipulated anyone. He has never stolen from anyone. Looking at these gentlemen that you call fathers of faith, these gentlemen that you call generals of God, from an integrity point of view, these men have no honor. These are not men you should be celebrating or we should be celebrating. If we can do a trace of every penny of the billions that they are sitting on right now, on the acres of diamond, gold, and thousands, millions of dollars that they are sitting on right now, if we can do a trace of those funds, you will realize that there is no single money that they worked for. There is no single company that generated this amount of income that has propelled them to these greater heights of becoming billionaires, millionaires, of becoming the wealthy men that they are. Some of you, you think it's God blessing them. God has nothing to do with everything that these gentlemen have. Your Oedipos, Adebayos, your Eneches. God has nothing. He has no hand in these material possessions that these men have. So if you are going to give them any sort of credit, please disassociate their financial accumulations or their material possessions, or confuse what they have with the hand of God in their lives. These men have built their wealth by stepping on other people's toes, by preaching false doctrines, by lying to people, by deceiving people, and by making people believe that the only way that their lives will be changed is by giving money into their institutions, into their business institutions. Do you know Adeboye's net worth today? Do you know how much Adeboye has in his account right now as we speak in poor Eneche? These men, they live a luxurious lifestyle. They fly private. They have helicopters. They have mansions. They're living the life. If these men were to die today and they are going to be cast into hell, they wouldn't even worry about it. In fact, they know they are going to end up in hellfire. They're not even worried about it because they're living in heaven already. They're enjoying their best lives here on earth because they know that their second life is not guaranteed. It's only you who doesn't know that, but them, they know it. So do you think that they don't know what they're doing? Don't you think, or do you think they don't know the damage that they've caused to the church of God? These men know the truth. They know the truth. On their own, they know the truth. I know they know the truth. But they saw that the truth does not pay off. Even the truth of the gospel, I know they know it. But they realized that the truth does not pay off. So they started trading on falsehood. They tried it once, it paid off. And they got sold out entirely to false doctrines and manipulating people and taking money from people and stealing from people. That's what we should call it. It's pure stealing. That's what they've been doing. They've been stealing money from people. Let's not hide from this. Let's not lie about this or sugarcoat it to say at the boy or a depot they had businesses. What businesses did these people have? Can they bring their financials to the public? Let us evaluate them. If they are transparent, let's just evaluate them and see how they're making their money. Masses in Nigeria, they are starving right now. Why does Adeboye need a jet, a private jet for? Or a depot in an angel? Why does he need a helicopter? When there are kids starving in the street. When his own congregation, his own church members are starving. They are poor members in his church. We have the likes of this guy that is Ogoche, Mr. Ogoche, that is accusing of rape. He's struggling to make ends meet, but Eneche has a private jet. He has a helicopter. He's firing this man, illegally terminating his employment, and he's throwing him out of his compound, out of his residential area where this gentleman was staying. Him and his family. He's throwing them out of the compound. He does not want them anymore. Say, go find another life somewhere else. The grounds he's firing him are not even clear. Eneche and the wife, they're accusing him of rape, molestation. His bodyguards are beating the guy. He's cracked. His lips are all cracked up from the beatings, from the bodyguards of the man of God, poor Eneche. And you say, don't talk about our men. Do you know who Eneche is? I do know who Eneche is. You shall know them by their fruits. And by their fruits you shall know them. Where is the God in them when they can demonstrate such brutality to their own if they can do this to one who used to be their own, one who sacrificed his time, energy, resources, intellect, and knowledge in one of his academic institutions, if he can treat that person like that, one who was devoted to his shrine for more than 7 years, what more others? There is no God in these shrines. It's painful to listen to this or to hear this, but it is the truth. There's no God in Adeboye's shrine. No, he's not there. There is no healing miracles that Eneche, Adeboye, or Adepo can do. If you want us to prove it, let's negotiate a soft landing deal and give them real sick people. Let's see if they can deliver them. That's all I'm asking. Let's put them to test. If Eneche can come out today and say, I've never faked a miracle, then Mr. Eneche, let's put you to test. Let's give you some real sick people. Let's go to the hospital with you. Let's go see you in action. Let's go see you healing people, healing the sick. If these people really had the power to heal people, do you think we'll be having problems or shortages of medicine in hospitals due to high number of people that are being admitted, running out of hospital beds? Do you think we'll be having that pressure? These men will just have to all they have to do is to go and pray for them, release them out of the hospital, open new doors for new patients. The only time that they can demonstrate their healing powers is on a stage with individuals, with people that we can never trace. That we can never trace. The only time we can hear a testimony of someone being healed, a disabled being healed from Eneche's church, is on his podium, on his altar. After then, you never hear about those people anywhere. The other challenge I'm giving to Eneche right now, I know they have details of all the people that they claim to have healed. Give us their addresses, their names. Give us their names. Let's do a background check. Let's go check in their neighborhood. Let's go ask other people around, neighbors, if these people were really sick, or if these people have been disabled for some time. And are they still walking up to date? Are they really healed? Or this was just a stage-managed event? These are just basic questions that I'm asking people. No, you don't understand things of the Spirit. There's nothing of the Spirit here that needs to be understood. If Adeboye has healed any people, Eneche, just take us to the people that you healed. Let's see them. Let's check them out. Prove it that you really healed them. That's all we are asking. Is that too hard to ask for? The point that I'm just trying to make is, we believe and we know that the power of healing is amongst so many people. But these celebrity preachers of yours, they don't possess that power. They don't have it. You can argue all you want. They don't have it. Even you who's defending them today, you do not have a single relative of yours that was healed by these people. You don't. You don't have a physical, a relative that you know that was ever healed, or a friend that you know that was ever healed in these shrines. You don't have reference. They just use these people to lift your spirits up, to build your faith in them that they can do it. But in real fact, they can't do it. They can't heal anyone. They can't even heal a dying rat. What more a human being, a sophisticated human being? They can't do it. If you are sick, my people, go to hospitals. Go seek medical attention. Never waste your time, resources, energy, time, and money going to these shrines seeking help. There's no help that comes from there. The real sick people will remain in the auditorium. Only a few 5, 10, 15 people will be paraded to the front. Those ones that are not even sick. They're just for demonstration, so that at the end of the day, you feel moved and give money to them. That's the game. So to these brothers that are wasting their time threatening me, saying that we will come, we will get you. Come on, my brothers. I don't know what's wrong about the tone of my voice that makes you think that I'm scared or I'm afraid. I'm not shaken. When you're standing on the truth, when you're fighting for the truth, when you're speaking the truth, you don't need to hide. You don't need to be afraid of anyone. I'm not afraid of you people. So threatening me is just a waste of time. You're just demonstrating more of your ignorance. If God was really for you, God will be fighting for you. You don't need to fight for yourselves. I'm not going to fight for myself. If I'm doing this for God, if God is in it, God will fight for me. That's why I'm still standing from all the threats that I've received over the years, over the months. I'm still here. I think I should do a compilation of all the threats that I've received so that we can do an evaluation of where we are coming from and where we are going and how far we have gone and how effective those threats, those ultimatums that have been given. Some said I'll die in 5 days, some 7 days, some 21 days. But it has been more than 60, more than 120 days now. I'm still standing. God is in it, people. Because God is for the truth. The truth cannot be hidden. You can kill the truth teller, but tomorrow another truth teller will come to carry on from where the previous truth teller left. The best way to deal with the truth is to allow it to surface and find ways to deal with the truth, but you can never cover it. You can never prevent it. That's how stubborn the truth is. And the truth that I'm speaking about, the likes of Eneche or Depo Adeboye and all these other fake healing prophets that do miracle healings and deliverance, is that they don't have that power that they proclaim to have. They don't have it. Take it or leave it. Be emotional about it, sentimental about it, defensive about it. It's all up to you. But they don't have that capacity to heal anyone. They don't. They can't deliver anyone from any disability. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So till I meet you again on the next episode of the Enlightenment series, it's Mr. Pull the Trigger. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the message. I'm out.